I don't suppose that was you, was it? You have some skill in monster fighting, and I am in need of such talents. These pesky frost goblins have a leader in the cave outside of town, a monster we've been unable to deal with. He calls himself Thulkir Battlegloom. Can you go and defeat him, driving him from Rundle Fjord?
You have the stink of strange magic on you, Outlander. I'll dunk you in the hot springs when I'm through with you.
You have done what the best warriors of Rundlefjord couldn't. You must be the hero the minstrel spoke of. Rundlefjord's strength is in its people, and we cannot survive if our best are but frozen statues. Can you make your way to the geyser and gather more water to thaw 3 of my villages? Their names are Holga Ironweaver, Newt Brightwood, and Waith Cloudhawk, and each is covered in ice. Here is a bucket to use. When you have thawed my allies, return here and let me know the deed is done.
You fill your bucket with boiling hot geyser water. You pour the hot water over Holga Ironweaver.
Brr! That's a welcome splash of hot water on a cold day. Thank you.
Waif looks like he could use a hot bath.
Oh, that's hot! I took a bath last month. Is it that time again?
Time to break the ice with Newt.
How long was I in the ice? Pleased to meet you.
Those three can help thaw the rest of the village. Our gratitude to you for your aid.
I am a trader. Fjord is the village of my birth, but I have been away for some time. I returned home to find the gates closed and guarded by cold warriors. I chose to remain safe outside. My friends and fellow traders are still inside. Can you see if they are yet alive? Their names are Holga Ironweaver, Newt Brightwood, and Waif Cloudhawk. They all live within the town. If you could go and look in on each of them, I will reward you handily when you return.
Though I am still groggy from the cold, I am always ready to offer a good deal. Leaf sent you? Oh, that's welcome news. Tell him I've weathered the ice storm and am ready to do business.
How good a Leaf to show concern for my well-being. I would rather he offer fair prices when we trade. All of my trade partners and friends are well? How wonderful! You've done me a great favor.
I could use your help. If you could show an old raven some charity. Those frost goblins outside stole my rune carving tools, along with some blank rune stones. If you go and get those things back to me, I'll carve you a nice runic charm to bring you good fortune. did your part, so I'll honor our bargain.
Morn uses her tools to carve an inscription on a runic charm necklace.
Here you go. May it shelter you from harm.
I have given you my spear, but with that spear came a responsibility to defend and to teach. One of our young warriors, Erling the Unready, awaits his lessons in the ways of battle. You are a mighty warrior. Can you teach Erling something of the fighting arts you used against the boars? Erling is in a cave near the boar camp, not yet able to battle them. Can you complete his training?
Have you come to show me the ways of battle? I am ready to learn. You have shown me much of battle. I thank you. Now I can defend my people if the boars attack. You should return to Garm Moonstalker. Tell him I am now called Erling the Ready.
I am pleased with what I hear. Your ways of battle are strange to us, but you are mighty indeed.
Can you help me? I'm a forager for Rundle Fjord. I trap small game and bring them back to town for food. My traps have been tampered with. But why? If I cannot trap, I cannot feed the people of my... Can you go examine my traps and see if they give you any clue as to the culprit? They are not far from the entry to Rundle Fjord. I will wait here for your return.
Some of the traps have been smashed and others are missing. A trail leads into that nearby cave.
Are you the one trapping in my land? I will send you back to your village with your tail between your legs. This does not end with me. The land will rise against you if you continue to steal from it.
You found out what was happening? How troubling. I will do what I can to be more respectful of the land.
I can't remember Hooty Who is me. A spell was cast on Hooty? I had a box of marbles. They kept me free of spells and curses and grim malady. Talk to Ulthar the Wise and please plead my case. Perhaps he's seen my marbles someplace. Hod sent you, didn't he? He's always been a bit odd, but without his box of marbles, he's gone mad. I don't know why the marbles calm him down, but if you want to help Hod, you'll get them back for him. He scuffled with some Razor-Tusk warriors a while ago. Perhaps they have his box of marbles.
Find a wooden box, but there are no marbles inside. You should tell Hod the bad news.
Hoo-hoo! You bring naught but ill news. Will you still help me? I ask you to choose. I cannot believe the words I have heard. There must be a way to help save this day. Ragna Heartmender is the one you must seek. Our people she'll help every day of the week. Seek her to the north. Close by you will find. Ragna can help mend my poor shattered mind.
Hod Mindseeker sent you? That poor dear. He was one of our greatest hunters, but he's now got a peg loose. He's wandering out in the wild and keeps speaking in verse, seeking some colored stones to help him. It won't work. What he needs is the rush of battle to restore his thoughts, to bring him back to who he was. If you wish to help Hod, you must go and challenge him to a duel. A good scuffle will set him right as rain. I wish to arm myself with the greatest bow ever drawn, but I lack the wood, and the string, and the craft to make it. I must defend my village, and cannot do so without a mighty bow. Can you assist me with that? I must have 3 knots of hornwood for the bow, and 3 manes of thick hair from tusked raiders for the string. Hornwood trees grow throughout Australand, and the boars make their camp to the north. Those things must be taken to Honir the Crafter in Hrundel Fjord, who is awaiting them. Can you gather those items, Take them to Honir and return to me when they are delivered.
It cannot be these things you say. I'll set you right and send you on your way.
A mad look crosses Hod's face, and he begins to growl at you.
I'd like to see you again at Celestia Base Camp, if you've the time to spare.
What have I done? The madness has passed. My thoughts are clear as ice now. I am in your debt. In my madness, I failed in my role as a gatherer for our food stores. Can you help me set matters right? The boars who attacked me took my wild root, frost berries, and winter yams, the last of this year's harvest. Without those, my people will go hungry and despair, for those are sacred foods in our fair. Can you go defeat the boars and recover the wild root, frost berries, and winter yams they stole from me? Our food stores are replenished with this bounty you have fought hard for. You have our eternal blessing. It is a small thing, but for some reason I think I am missing something else. Have you any marbles?
Can I help you? A bow? Of hornwood and tusked raider mane? I can make that bow for you. It will be my greatest work. It will take time, though. You can tell Ragnar to visit me in a few days, when it will be complete.
I was hoping for it immediately, but I suppose I am destined to wait. Thank you greatly for your aid in this.
You look like a well-traveled sort. Can you help me? My name is Olvang Landstrider, and I am the Thane Surveyor, given the duty of marking the encroachment of the ice. This winter is unnatural, and I need to take samples of ice from several places in this realm. There are many types of ice, and I am an expert in identifying the type and age of ice with a look. Can you travel around Nordreland and gather pieces of ice from 2 locations? I need ice from the ice shards near Conal's Cave and near the frozen ship. Wander till you find a good spot. When you've gathered the samples, return here. I will measure the type of ice and gauge how much it has grown.
You gather a piece of ice for Olvang's survey. You gather a piece of ice for Olvang's survey.
These pieces of ice will help me immensely in my work. You have my thanks.
I am a blacksmith, and the cave behind me is my forge. A fierce creature named Scaflock has forced me out, though. Can you go into the cave and defeat Scaflock? I will reward you handsomely when my forge is in my command again.
I'll hammer your head and put your feet in the forge.
You are mighty indeed. Let us go inside, and we can talk further. I want to make you a fine weapon as a gift, but I cannot. That scoundrel Scaflock took all of my iron ore. Can you gather some iron from the veins of metal outside? Bring some to me and I can start. Now that we have some ore, we can answer the greatest of questions, the riddle of steel. The riddle of steel has eluded smiths for centuries, but I have solved it. I can forge an unbreakable blade. I must have an assistant, though.
Someone to work the bellows while I forge the blade itself. When you have finished with the bellows, plunge the blade into the trough of snow.
You work the bellows while Conal forges the blade. Now it is time to take it to the trough of snow. The blade hisses and hardens as it meets the cold snow.
You have helped me forge the mightiest of blades, a sword of kings. Take it with you on your journey, and use it nobly and with courage.
Hear my plea. If you would, help send a once great warrior to the Hall of the Mighty in honor, rather than in shame. My Thane, Steer Longaxe, met his end in battle when he challenged the evil frost giant, Nordri, lord of this land. It was a fair fight. Nordri was an honest, if cruel, foe. But Nordri's henchman, Hammer Frostheart, is a thief! Hammer took Steer's famous axe and his other grave goods while I was preparing Steer's body for its last journey. I cannot send Steer to the Hall of the Mighty without the blade that gives him his name. Hammer Frostheart's cave is not far from here. Can you defeat him and recover Steer's axe and shield?
Who are you to come barging into my hall? If you want anything from me, just try and take it. And to do that, you must go through my men first. So it happens that I must take care of this myself. Very well then.
With Hamar defeated, you are quickly able to find Styr's long axe and his shield.
You have done what I could not. Styr Longaxe's spirit will speak well of you when it reaches the Hall of the Mighty. You have done much to aid me, and I will give you the honor of sending Styr Longaxe off to the Hall of the Mighty. If you can blow the horn, it will launch his funeral boat and send him along.
You blow the horn. It sounds a long and mournful call into the cold air.
Stand aside now and watch a burial done in the old way. You will not see this again.
I am the guardian of the Tree of Valor. Here was fought the greatest battle of Sudriland. In times long forgotten, warriors of Rundlefjord stopped Sudri's war gang from raiding our village. Defeated, Sudri agreed to peace. We hung the swords and shields of the fallen on this tree to commemorate the battle and honor the treaty. The Coven ravens lacked respect and used trickery to steal these battle treasures and use them against us. Can you go and fight the ravens of the Coven, retrieve the swords and shields they stole, and return them to me?
I see you come bearing the stolen battle treasures. You're as generous with your bravery as you are your time.
Can you aid me? I lost something in this barrow, and I am fearful to go back in and recover it. I went to pay my respects to my great-grandfather, Gothric Honorbound, when his ghost frightened me. I am terrified to return, but the jeweled cloak clasp there is too valuable to leave behind. You seem brave. It shames me to ask, but could you enter the barrow and retrieve my missing cloak clasp?
Thief! Even death is no ward against your crime. I will not let you rob my grave as that other one tried. You fight with honor, and in the heat of battle, I see into your heart. You are no thief. Why have you come here? You say you were sent by the one outside? That scoundrel is a grave robber. He took many grave treasures from me. You must teach him some honor.
Is it safe now? It grew quiet, so I steeled myself and came in. Did you get that jeweled cloak clasp? What's that? Are you calling me a thief? You see through me, but you will not live to spill my secret.
On Wraith's defeat, you discover that he had many valuable treasures belonging to Gothric Honorbound.
I thank you for the return of these grave treasures. You are not a warrior, but you certainly know honor. Can you help get me out of here? My Thane, Vanir Stormroarer, sent me from Rundle Fjord to speak with Sudri. Before I could speak to Sudri, his henchman Cormac Shadowclaw captured me and had me thrown into this cage. I do not think Sudri knows about this foul treatment. Cormac has his own agenda. Cormac dwells in a cave to the west of this place. Defeat him and bring back the key to set me free.
Is this another of Vanir Stormroarer's envoys? No matter. You cannot bargain for peace with Sudri. I'll throw you in the cage with the other fool. This is not the end. Speak to Sudri, if you will. You cannot stop my allies in the Coven.
You find the key to Hrothgar's cage among Cormac's things. You unlock the cage with Cormac's key.
I thank you for my freedom. I will gather my wits before heading back to my Thane in Hrundle Fjord.
My daughter Gerda was concerned about the Coven's actions in this land and went to see what Vestri was up to. It has been days since she left. Could you go and find her? I am a simple sweet potato farmer, no warrior. Vestri's Hall is to the west of my sweet potato farm.
You see a set of footprints leading in. Maybe Gerda is inside. The Bristlehide raider drops a key that looks like it'll fit that cage.
I can't believe I was captured by those churls. I'll head home now. Thank you so much.
You have reunited my family, to my endless gratitude. If you ever want any sweet potatoes, they are yours.
I have been cursed by a raven most dire. In rhymes I must speak, else I might expire. The curse is most vicious, a cure nowhere near. To help me is rough work, I sadly do fear. First I must have an ark made of ice. A strange shape, 'tis true, but worth any price. My thanks you will have, if find it you do. I must wait here. My fate rests with you.
This must be the piece of ice Saga is looking for.
My thanks to you, O magical stranger. You came to my aid, despite all the danger. The curse is still there, but I will not despair. Another thing I do need. Will you do for me this deed? A wood loop from a tree, a branch grown wild and free, on the ground somewhere near. Can you bring it to me here?
This must be the piece of wood Saga is talking about. It does look something like a loop.
So good to see this wood from its tree. I must now thank you for fetching it for me. To break this foul curse, we must seek out the source. The culprits are known, but like birds they have flown. They've rained terror upon my village, and our crops they fiercely pillage. Take from each raven a feather, and to me bring them together. 'Tis 5 you must achieve. You can do it. I believe. Black wings you have plucked bare. Take heart, we're almost there. A frozen arc, a limb with bark, 5 black feathers, all brought together. The worst, I fear, is all we have to claim. A diamond of ice from a troll's domain. An ice troll named Gurs near here does lurk. An ice cave he haunts. From this task don't shirk. To the north you must fare. A break in the ice you'll find there. This charm I will teach you, so please listen close. It will bridge yonder gap, span a few yards at most.
There's no bridge here. Perhaps that charm Saga taught you will help. You speak the words of the charm.
Who dares step into my cave? You find an ice diamond among Gerz's possessions.
You did what I asked, despite all the peril. 'Tis a troublesome thing, but I'm over a barrel. And now we can embark on the final stretch. So no more do I need you to fetch. To Greena these items, take all of them there. This curse she will break, and my thanks you will share.
Saga gives you the strange piece of ice, the wood, the 5 feathers, and the ice diamond.
Her hut's to the west, not far from this place. Quick, now go there, and keep up a good pace.
You want me to break the curse upon poor Saga? It looks like you've brought all I need. A moment, if you will.
Greena takes all the things you brought and fashions a small, unusual-looking talisman out of them.
Give this to Saga and have her carry it with her. It will break the curse and keep her safe from other foul magic.
Was the quest a success? Is this curse put to rest?
You give Saga the talisman Greena made for her.
The rhymes! They're gone! I can speak as myself once more. I thank you, good friend. You are my ally forever.
My heart is torn because my brother Bernie blames me for the loss of his most valued possession. I am blameless in the matter, but he will not listen to me. His anger clouds his reason. Can you speak to Bernie and see if you can mend the bridge between us? His house is far to the south of here.
If you've come to speak on Ert's behalf, I am unwilling to hear his pleas. Ert took my most valued treasure, Goldie, a gift close to my heart, and will not return it. He claims that he lost Goldie playing near the cave to the east, but I cannot find it with my own eyes. If you will search for Goldie there, perhaps you will have better luck and can bring an end to this feud.
You see some small flecks in the dirt. They look like yellow paint. They lead into that cave.
The golden one is mine. I took it square and fair.
Once more, I must beg your assistance. Can you visit me in Celestia Base Camp?
Viper dropped something unusual, a yellow duck made of carved wood. This must be Goldie.
You found Goldie! It is just a toy and petty to let it ruin brotherly bond, but I'm awfully fond of it. Return to Ert and tell him that we are brothers once more, never to be split apart.
The bond between brothers is bridged once more. You were a true herald and a bringer of peace. Thank you.
I am Magni Farsight, the warden of this watchtower. My duty is to warn all of Grizzlehiem in times of war. The coven has struck, and I must light the signal fire, but I have been chased from my tower. The tower has been overrun by snow skulls, and my courage has broken. Can you defeat them and light the fire? They are in the ground floor, and the signal fire is atop the tower. Please, aid me in this. I can see from down here that you were successful. Even distant Northgard will see that fire.
You are a good friend to this village, clearly sent by fate to help us. But we cannot rely on your spellcraft to defend us. Hrundlefjord will live or die by our Thane's help. Our Thane, Vanir Stormroarer, was ill before the coming of the cold. His time in the ice did not help. Could you go and gather some aloe leaves, berries, and some water from the geyser and bring them to me? You can find the aloe and berries growing around town, and the geysers are not far from here.
You fill a small flask with geyser water.
You have my thanks. Let me mix those up for Vanir.
Regan grinds the leaves and berries into a paste, then thins it with the geyser water.
Can you take this to Vanir? He's likely still in the village hall.
What's that? A poultice from Regan? It smells awful, but I'm sure it will do me good. Thank you for delivering it to me. Can you return to Regan and offer my gratitude?
I hope that poultice works. Before the coming of the cold, I harvested herbs and healing plants from neighboring Vestralund. I planted a seed for every leaf I cut, but the time for planting is almost at a close. We must act with haste. Can you journey to Vestralund and plant these 3 seeds? One of aloe, one of valerian, and one of amaranth? Aloe grows best near the farmer Ingolf's house, valerian near Bernie's house, and amaranth near Vestri's hall. When you've planted those 3 seeds where I've specified, return here and I'll reward you handsomely.
You plant the aloe seed in the rich ground. Hopefully, the valerian seed will grow here. This looks like a good spot for the amaranth seed.
You have my gratitude.